article coming out very soon. Mr. Adams and Ms. Adams put together, of the band students alone, over $100,000 worth of scholarships were issued to those band students. So if you want your students to do something and do it well and to motivate them towards success, keep them doing what we're doing in the band room. It has been an award-winning year for the West Jackson Middle School Band. Because your child was in 6th grade, you may not have known or heard all the good news. And we kind of get used to this good news, but all the 7th and 8th grade bands went to GMEA festivals where they played for the judges, and every band scored superior. That's the highest rating possible. The jazz band went to Jazz Festival, and they received a superior rating. We had more students in District Honor Band than any one school in Gwinnett, Oconee, Bear, anybody in our district. We were #1. In All-State, we had the 3rd most students make the All-State band out of the state. So as far as the middle school band, our students are exceeding, and we're very pleased with them and proud of them. After tonight, we have one last event of the year, and that is Friday. I encourage you to allow your students to stay after school on Friday, but don't leave me alone with them. I need lots of chaperones. Send me an email or give me a telephone call. Let me know that you'll be there. We need some folks after school, especially some dads, because what will happen is we'll all meet in the gym there. I'll just miss them a little bit of time. We've got hundreds of Subway sandwiches coming and chips and all that kind of stuff. So there's 2 things we need. We need chaperones to help us with this, and some cookies. If you've got a dozen cookies you can send, please send some cookies with your son or daughter on Friday. If you forget, that's okay. We always have lots of cookies. But we really need you to chaperone, because after they eat, we let them go play football and softball and throw the frisbee and soccer and just have a good time. Normally culminates about 5 o'clock with a water balloon toss, and somehow I always get wet. I'm not sure how that happens. But 5:15 is whenever that event's over on Friday. Look forward to seeing you and your child there. I want to publicly thank Mr. and Ms. Adams for allowing us to use this facility here at the high school. This is so much nicer than being in our gym, which is not air conditioned. It's not at all air conditioned, except with hot air. And so it's nice to be here. I'd also like to publicly thank, we've had a fantastic student teacher. We've had Mr. Maxwell Marshall. Will y'all help me thank him? We've also been blessed because we've had a half-time assistant that came on about October, November, and that was Mr. Allison Hayes. And he is retiring one more time. This is Mr. Allison Hayes here. Thank you, Mr. Hayes, for all you've done for us. So that you can get your students out cutting grass and babysitting and all those things that can make a few dollars. Next year is a big year. Every other year, the West Jackson Middle School takes a big trip. When I mean big, we offer the option of them going to Orlando with us. And we go to Universal Studios. We'll be performing there. We've already been accepted. So if you'd like for your child to be a part of that trip down to Orlando, get them to start saving their pennies now. It'll happen the beginning of spring break. So that Thursday night before spring break, we'll leave about midnight, drive all night. Be in the parks all day Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. It's a grand time. Some of you band parents I see have survived that trip before, and it's a great, great trip. If your child plays tuba or French horn, or some of the other instruments that say WJ on the case, those are school instruments. We want to turn those in on Wednesday and Thursday, so that we can do inventory and get those cleaned and ready for next year. If your child is renting or whatever, obviously that is their instrument to keep during the summer, and I hope they'll open up the case during the summer. Spend a little time with it. But all the instruments need to make sure they go home. We will not play on the last day of school. Lastly, the Encore Music Camps is a summer band camp. It happens down at Georgia College and State University. There's also one at UGA. There's also one at Georgia College State University. There's also one up in Rome at Berry College entitled Bravo Camps. There are some summer camps for your child to go to. If you'd like more information about that, I'd be glad to share that with you. At this time, we'd like to honor some of our students. Obviously, with 350 of them, we can't honor them all. We wanted to keep the value in the awards, but I know this. I have some of the best students in the state of Georgia, and if they were in another band, I bet almost every person on the stage would be getting an award, because there's some very fine musicians here. But I want to share with you just a few awards. First thing is the students that made the Fabulous 50s Club. So all of these students passed off 50 pass-offs out of the book, and before that, they receive a plaque and a medal. Students, if you'll make your way this way, and if you know you're getting one of these, you may step this way already. Jackson Harris, Corinne Swenson, Trey Cologne, Denise Yamez, Joseph Franklin, Andrew Kanhanyu, Paul Foley, Isaiah Tao, Jordan Henry, Ben Bain, Nick Martin, Michael Santana, Bryce Burns, Kristen Bowen, Cole Nelson, Vincente Ramos, Caden Vickers, and Hayden Dutton. We have 3 students that we've chosen as most improved: Summerlin Olinger, Denise Gamez, and Nick Martin. Please come here and get your medals. Congratulations. There are many outstanding leaders in our band, and 5 of the best are Jackson Weaver, Paul Foley, Jackson Harris, Jeremiah McAdams, and Heather Howell. We have many outstanding achievers, but at the top of that list are these students: Kristen Bowen, Bryce Burns, Ben Bates, Katie Vickers, Skylar Prince, and Colin McMiniman. Come forward. We have an outstanding woodwind player, an outstanding brass, and an outstanding percussionist. For woodwinds, we have Ms. Corinne Swenson. Congratulations, most outstanding. For brass, we have Isaiah Tao, most outstanding. And in the percussion section back there, most outstanding, Vincente Ramos. And lastly, the band student of the year for the 6th grade. The first person to pass off the book in the 6th grade, Mr. Cole Nelson. Without further ado, I give you the West Jackson Middle School 6th grade band.